Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is your boy James, and this is A Dad's Thing. I just wanted to come to you at this point in time in the year, just to give a little end of the year wrap up, and really just to thank you all for your continued support throughout the year. Made some great strides with the channel, and again, I can't express my gratitude enough, and appreciate how you've helped me grow the channel. And as we move into 2024, just looking forward to all the things that are going to come and that are in store. So again, thank you, appreciate you, and I can't wait till 2024 get here. I've been wanting to come to you all and put something on film just to give you all what's happening. And I actually went for a bike ride about a month and a half ago. Recorded the bike ride, recorded what I wanted to share with you all as to what was happening. Put that video together and never released it. So again, gonna do it right now. And thanks for the patience. You know, in the beginning of the year was really, really tough. Not much going on in January, but as soon as February hit, got some devastating news of the passing of a good friend, college buddy of mine. We played football together, and we've had a relationship ever since we met back in 1994. So going on many, many years. And, in February, he passed away, and I shared the video just sharing my grief, letting folks know who this individual was to me, who he is to me, and just how difficult it had been. And ever since I got that call on that February morning and got the news, the next several months had been really, really tough. I think if you've been in that position before when you've lost a loved one, you definitely understand where I'm coming from. So it took me a little while to recover and to rebound, and, I had a great summer trip after my girls got done with school in June. A couple of days after the last day of school, we got on a flight and went to New York. And that was the first time we'd been back home in several years. So to get home, spend some time with my mother, my younger brothers, nephews and nieces, and just where I grew up was very, very important, very, very meaningful to me. And to have my two girls be of age where they can understand a little bit more than what they had when they were last there was definitely a special moment. So I got an opportunity to take them around town, take them where I went to school, show them where I played, friends, family, all of that good stuff. And it was an amazing, amazing time. And that was in June. And then came back home after that. And, things were kind of the status quo as far as summer is concerned. Girls were home. I worked from home. We filled in that time with some things here and there. My in-laws came from the Philippines, spent some quality time with them over several weeks that they were visiting, and just really enjoyed all of the family time that we were able to spend with our parents, nephews, nieces, so on and so forth. So the summer was great. And then we headed into school in late August, going into our third year at the school that we're currently at. And I gotta say, things got off to a rocky start. We've come to understand there's just diversity, equity, and inclusion type of situations that we will always have to deal with. Me as a black man, my wife as a Filipina lady, my children coming from two different backgrounds, and embracing all of that. There's certain things that, we're exposed to that a lot of folks don't have to worry about. Definitely my girls, their blackness definitely shines through just because of their complexion, their features, so on and so forth. So it's constantly something that we have to do of just making sure we embrace it, but also letting people know that you can't judge a book by its cover. We hear that a lot, but there's a lot of times where our girls, they are not fully recognized for who they are. And we want to make sure that that happens. So we are always engaged in different activities. But this year got off to a rough start as, there were some racial slurs that were used, the N-word at our school. And this has been the third time in the 3 years that we've been at this school. And I know it happens at other places. I follow these things closely. But the thing for me is, handling these things according to policy and procedure, educating individuals, and holding folks accountable. When those things are in place, I can feel more comfortable knowing that someone has my back. And I've had to have many conversations with administration just about that. We understand things will happen, but how they're handled after the fact means a lot. And also, it could help prevent these things from happening in the future. So I'll continue to work with them. I'll continue to participate in things that are going to move community forward at this school, because the one thing I do know is we can't run, because if it's not here that we're addressing it, it will be somewhere else that we'll have to address it. So we're not running from it, we're not hiding from it, we're facing it head on. And our voices will be heard, and we will be seen in one fashion or another. Once school got started, been able to spend some quality time with my eldest daughter. Was able to go on outdoor ed trip with her. Spent the whole week in an outdoor education situation where we slept in cabins. All of the education that we participated in for that week happened outdoors, learning about nature, and just a great opportunity for her to be on an overnight situation. I definitely gave her space so that she can explore, that she can grow, and I wasn't, right there in arms. And then from there, things started to pick up for me in different areas as I was given some new responsibility at my place of employment, received a promotion, and now leading, a department, which is great. The timing is right for me to step into this role as my girls get bigger, more independent. Their activities, whether it's academic or extracurricular, is taking up more of their time. It gives me more time to dedicate to my career. So as they've grown, I've also taken the opportunity to grow and walk into my career in more responsibility, which is definitely helping us all out in various areas. Definitely loving the amount of engagement that I have, and looking forward to building this program and getting it to the next level. And with that, I took a trip to the East Coast for a leadership conference, which I was honored to be able to participate in. And while I was on the East Coast, I got to stop by and say hi to mom, say hi to my brothers, nephews, and nieces. So again, got an opportunity to spend some time with family on the East Coast. This time more solo for me because the family didn't come with me. This was a work-related trip, and then I extended it for an extra couple of days. But just had an awesome time spending with my mother. Had her all to myself. Got to see my younger brothers again, nephews and nieces. Was able to make it to my homecoming. I've been out of high school football since 1993. So to be able to come back all these many years later, 30 years to be exact, to experience homecoming, see a coach of mine, and just be on that football field. Kids played Friday night, and it was under the lights. And one of the things I remember is it was my football team, during my sophomore year is when those lights were installed. So to have those lights there, me come under and watch a game under those lights as a spectator all these many years later, it's like, wow, really had a great time and I really appreciated that. So that was amazing. And then I came home and I followed that up with a nice little road trip to go see my oldest brother who lives in the great Northwest. And he picked me up from the airport and we took a road trip from Oregon to Pullman, Washington to watch the Colorado Buffs play Washington State. It was a Friday night game as well. The outcome wasn't what I was hoping for. Was definitely looking for a Buffs win, but to spend, 48 hours with my oldest brother, just he and I, driving from Oregon to Washington, and then from Washington back to Oregon. He took me straight to the airport. Was great times. Really, really enjoyed that, and we were able to catch up and really talk and talk about life and instill life into each other, encourage one another, and just express gratitude and love for our brotherhood. So that meant a great deal. And he helped me. He helped me get to a Colorado game, which is something that I had planned to do. But I had planned to do it with my fallen teammate. My boy Cal, who I just mentioned, passed away in February. He and I had been planning to go to a Coach Prime football game since his days at Jackson State, and we didn't make it. But for me to be able to get to that game against Washington State, see Coach Prime on the sidelines, see Shador and Shiloh and Travis and those Colorado Buffalo players, as I said when I was there, I was like, we made it, man. We here, He was definitely, Calvin was with me in spirit as we made it to that game and watched it. And I can tell he was there because the atmosphere was tremendous. The fans were embracing. They were kind and warm. And I know it's a lot easier to do that when your team is winning. But even before the opening kickoff, just everyone that my brother and I had an opportunity to meet and talk to were very warm and welcoming. So I know my boy Cal was with us, and we made it, man. We made it. And then after that, I've been home. Just getting ready for this holiday season. A tremendous Thanksgiving with my in-laws, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. We had a great time. And then moving forward to Christmas again, with those two individuals, having dinner, watching some basketball, watching some football, and definitely with my family. That's what the holiday season's about. And we're getting ready to celebrate a birthday for my wife. She's got a birthday coming up pretty soon to close us out in this year of 2023. And then we'll be moving forward to 2024. Time waits for no one. And it's definitely not waiting for me. But I am so looking forward to what this year is going to bring for my household and for everyone that I'm able to touch, because I just feel it in my spirit that great things will come. And I am a person who wants to see people succeed. Failures erased, triumphs lifted up, communities coming together, and division just muffled. So bringing people together and bringing people together in prosperity, bringing people together in hope and in love. So again, I want to thank you all for just supporting this channel and helping this word of loving fatherhood be pushed and moved forward in your hearts, which ultimately is going to touch the heart of somebody else. So keep doing the things that you're doing, loving folks, encouraging folks. And it's never too late to get on that train, right? So if there's some things we need to change, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Do it one day at a time. Do it one day at a time, one step in front of the other. And I promise you, if you do it that way, you'll get there a lot faster than trying to lift it all at once. So, as I always say, fatherhood is a journey that you don't have to do alone. So don't. Here at A Dad's Thing, we're here to partner with you on your journey as you partner with me on mine. God bless. Take care. Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2024.